eBooks are a lot like microwaves. Microwaves did not replace the oven in the way that we cook. It just gave us another option for the way we cook. Of course, just like microwaves, eBooks are faster and easier to use. I have set up a lot of eBooks for clients. In fact, I just did one this past week that just got on Kindle within 24 hours. It's called Maloik, The Evil Eye Murders. And these two gentlemen wrote this book about 20 years ago. And here they are today getting their book, live on Kindle within 24 hours. But the way that I do it is I start out in Microsoft Word. Just about any format you use, you can actually just use Word. And then from there, create an HTML file or a PDF file. The biggest thing I tell everybody before they make an ebook is to be sure to have it edited. So many people let that editing part slip through the cracks. It can be expensive to hire a decent editor, but it is so critical to have your book really nicely edited, because people pick up on that. And when you read a book that's 99 cents on Kindle and the editing and the grammar and punctuation or whatever is off, you feel like you pay 99 cents and you're not going to refer that book to other people. So hiring a good editor and a really good graphic designer for the cover are critical. If you can't do those two things, and nobody can edit their own book, you always should hire an editor. If you can do the graphics for your book, do your research. What other ebooks out there are in your genre? What do their covers look like? I do a lot of chick lit books, and there's a look for chick lit books. Usually a woman on the cover, and it's usually a little pastel colors and almost like a sketching, whereas a murder mystery would usually have blood dripping off the letters or, something like that. So really do a lot of research on the other books in that genre before you design a cover, if you're going to do it on your own. But I highly recommend hiring your own graphic designer to be sure that it's done right. There are a lot of pros and cons with having an ebook versus print. Of course, the first is how soon your book will be readily available, especially if you're a nonfiction author who has a platform and you're going to be out giving lectures or teaching workshops. Of course, you would want some print books for the back table, but to have your book available instantly rather than going through a traditional publisher where it might take a year and a half to have your book out, you could spend that whole year and a half having your book on sale on Kindle already and be making money off it. So the fact that an ebook can be loaded, I literally loaded one yesterday morning and it was there last night about 11 o'clock. It was already on Kindle available for sale. So that's the speed and readability of it is one of the big pros. The other option, of course, is the cost. You can buy an ebook for 99 cents up to $12.99. A lot of the traditional publishers are still overpricing their ebooks on Kindle, and people are upset about that. In some cases, the Kindle book is more expensive than the print version, so people are upset. I mean, as they should be. But the speed and readability also of downloading the book. With the print book, you have to, by the time you order it from Amazon or wherever you order it from, it takes a few days to get it in the mail. With borders closing, you can't just drive down to your bookstore as easily anymore. But with the Kindle book, you can look it up and have it downloaded to your Kindle or your Nook or whatever ebook format within 30 seconds. So, and even I think that one of the biggest advantages of having ebooks are for students, because they're not having to carry these heavy textbooks around anymore. There are a lot of trends out there for selling your ebooks and trying to make money on them, but people will identify if you're trying to mimic somebody else's path. So I think stay true to yourself as an author, what's comfortable for you for marketing and promoting your own book. You make the same money or more per book sold on an ebook as you do with a traditional published hardcover book. So there's a lot of flexibility when you upload your own ebook in terms of pricing and the margin. Kindle pays a 70% royalty, which most traditional publishers only pay you about 15 to 20% royalty. So to do an ebook on your own, you are more likely to make more money, but you also have to be able to promote it. And I would say, don't follow the trends, do what's natural to you and make your own trend and your own path.
Thank you for listening. Please review our other available content for help writing, publishing, and marketing your book. If you have any questions about the Author Learning Center, please contact us by email at authorsupport@authorlearningcenter.com.